We just got you saying we don't want that online.
We don't want that online.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Missouri Star Live. We're so glad to be spending this Thursday morning with you. I am Misty.
It's a weird morning. I'm barely
Jenny.
out of bed.
We were thinking about doing a pajama party.
Yeah,
We were. Yeah, I said, can I come in my pajamas?
But then you've got a trunk show right after. So
I do. I do have a trunk show right after. It's in the JCPenney library basement for any of you who are
In
local
town.
and want to come down.
Yes, absolutely. So let's see who we have tuning in today. We haven't done shout outs in a while.
Yeah, because this is a weird time. This is a different time
it
for
is.
people.
We had to
Different time, different day.
be a
Good
little
morning
early
from
today.
But
Mississippi.
something special
That we're going to talk about. Yeah,
is happening today.
very exciting.
Very special.
So we have Vicky from Oklahoma, Mardell from Oregon. Her name
Scott.
runs together. Mardell and Larry. It's one.
Margella and Larry.
Yeah.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Donna says, now you have to tell us.
Do you know there's a lot of people who, husband and wives, do that, the name thing together, and I never know who's posting them.
That's true.
You know, it's like
confusing.
so confusing, yeah.
You should give us like a little disclaimer in the comment
Yeah.
so we know.
It's Mardell.
All right. Darcy from Montana, thank you guys so much for being here with us. We appreciate it.
Wait, Darcy, what's the weather in Montana?
Are you going there?
I bet it's freezing. I bet it's supposed to be snowing.
Yeah.
No, Montana's like my United States dream place. I had a boyfriend that used to send me pictures when he would go with his family to Montana when I was like 13.
Uh-huh.
And I always thought it was so beautiful, but I've never been, I just drive through on the highway, so I've
Oh.
never actually been to
We had a Puerto Rico. That's pretty cool.
Puerto Rico. Well, I could go there as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be okay,
That
too.
would be better. Nice beaches.
Fabulous. All right. So, Jenny, tell us what you've brought to share with us today.
Well, this is so exciting because the Christmas box went over so well and people loved it. And so I'm like, can we do another one? Can we do another one? And so this is a spring box.
Wait a second. We have
Wait.
to take a pause because somebody just said in Michigan it is snowing and it's crazy and we're opening up the spring box.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Michigan, we're sorry.
The calendar doesn't match with your weather.
Dreams of spring. That's
Dreams
what
of spring.
They'll come,
Actually,
they're
I
coming.
think for most of us across the country, we've had a great spring week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like 75 here.
It's been beautiful.
Ron and I have had lunch outside every day.
Oh, that's the best.
Which we're really sad that this weekend is coming because it's going to be colder, and it's colder for like Michigan, North Dakota. There's a big,
Yeah, big storm
Woo.
coming.
but yeah. So this will take you through the whole spring. This
Also,
box.
you guys need to notice Misty's great tan.
Oh,
Yes, Misty has been good.
I went to the beach. It was fabulous.
Okay, so
And this is, I mean,
so this is every day laying out at the beach.
was a-
This is me
I know, I was gonna
not
say.
never going to the beach.
I'm really, really fair. It's fine.
I have this dark skin.
Nobody
that I
noticed
never
she was
burn.
tan, but she is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jake's very excited. She's tan.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I have this house full of kids. We'd go to the beach and everybody just get browner, browner, browner. It never even occurred to me that anybody would burn. Their dad's a burn and peel. You know,
Yeah.
he's burn and peel,
Oh,
but most of them have my skin, so a little darker.
Not me.
But yes, you do look very,
thank you. Just
Just
a little glow, you know?
yeah, just
I'll take
glowy,
it.
very amazing. All right.
So there's a little bit of ground frost in Southern Ireland.
Oh, Ireland.
But spring is coming.
Spring is coming. Spring is coming. Hold on. There's a little bit of ground frost in Southern Ireland.
All right,
we should
now.
probably go there and check
Now
that out
this
too.
time.
We should go there and check that out.
So, yeah, tell them what we're talking about.
All right.
Sorry.
So we got this awesome spring box. A lot of people asked for, you know, a lower price point, and so it's like half the price. And they let me pick all the stuff, which is really fun for me. And literally, I'm like, no, I love this kind of thing. Find me something like this, you know, and they'll send me a bunch of options because, you know, we all have things that we love.
Yes.
And I really, there's some good things in this box. There's some really good things.
So are we going to show them or are we going to let them guess what's in there?
I think we should let them guess.
All right. Are we going to do questions?
Do that
Right, start
10 question
guessing.
thing.
Yeah.
What about that game? We used to play it when we were kids in the car.
20 questions.
20 questions.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 20
Wait,
questions.
but what are the questions? We need.
They have to ask me the
Yeah.
questions and I tell them the answers. So,
Yeah.
so ask away. Like, is it alive?
Fabric.
No.
They said fabric.
There is a little. Let's look and
They said
see.
open it.
Is it what?
Is there fabric? What do you mean? You should know. You picked
I
it.
do.
We do, yeah.
I do know.
Yes.
Okay, so wait. It has this
A
stuff in
ruler?
it. It has this stuff in it.
Oh, wait. I
Wait, you can't do that. No, you can't do that.
Why?
Put that
fine.
stuff back in.
What?
I went on the top, but it was showing things. So now we're on the front. We're on the front
my
again.
All right,
Gosh,
what'd you guys see? You
Michael.
guys saw a hint. What was in there? Any
you see a
rotary
hint?
cutters? Are there
No,
rulers?
no rotary cutters,
rotary
no rulers.
Marking pens?
These are kind of personal things. These are really fun personal things.
Yeah.
Mug, a mug. I think somebody saw a mug.
Did you see a mug? Let me
It's
just show
so
you this
cute.
mug. I love this mug. So I love a good cup of tea, you know, and there's a little card in here that actually tells you why I picked all of these things. I love a good cup of tea, and I do that to relax. I have a cup of sleepy time tea before I go to bed at night, and I love this cup. It says, be yourself. One of the things that I talk about all the time is your own journey. You know, how this is your journey you're on. You don't sew like anybody else. You aren't like anybody else. You know, if you're working at being a better sewer, then if you sew an hour today, tomorrow you're an hour better, you know, so
Absolutely.
that kind of thing.
Put it in front of Misty.
But I love the word be, because it's all about the future. It's all about becoming.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like all the things you can do. And so many things in our lives, I think, are a choice. So we can be happy. You know, we can be cheerful. I was just on a cruise, and a lady said the best quote. Now, you guys are going to want to get your pencils and write this down, because this is a good quote. Anyway, she said, no amount of fear can change the future. No amount of regret can change the past. But any amount of gratitude can change the present. So be grateful, you know, so
love
be
that.
yourself, be yourself. So that's like, she said that, and I'm like, wait, let me get my book, let me get my pencil. So there's a little mug in there.
So cute.
All right, here's another thing about me. Wait, are there more questions? What do people think it is?
Yes, some more questions. Move the box a little bit to the right. Yeah, right that way.
All right.
Perfect.
First of all, don't you love this box?
So cute.
I
and
love the
colorful.
box. So one of the things I'm doing right now
Mackie
is
says hers is coming next week.
one of the things I'm doing right now is I'm watercoloring, and I'm like, I want a box that looks watercolory, and I love how this looks.
It's so pretty.
So I watercolor with Let's Make Art on Tuesday night. That's Sarah Cray. Her husband Michael is one of our camera guys,
Yeah.
and Michael is he calls me J Rock. So
Yeah.
we have a special thing going on.
Deborah
Anyway,
said-
I love this
Deborah
box.
said,
So I like
"Be
useful things. The box is part of this because you can put, you know, what a great little thing to put your projects you're working on in it.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
it's
that is true.
So cute.
All right, now what
It's
else?
better than the pizza box, the standard.
Well, yeah, but if the pizza box were colored like this,
That would be better.
it would be awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
Any templates? How many items are in the box?
There are
10.
10 items. 10 items. All righty. Oh my gosh, so many cool things.
They said even to put a gift in there and then give to somebody is kind of a cool idea.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Great idea.
They want to know if there's fabric. No, we said
There
no fabric,
is
right?
a little bit of fabric in here.
There is a
There is a
little
little bit of fabric because I actually chose one of my favorite patterns to go with the fabric because I love this pattern.
Is there a pattern in there?
Yes,
She
of
guessed
course.
it.
I just said.
Who's the winner?
Let me show you this
Cynthia,
pattern.
You won.
So this is one of the first patterns I came out with, and it's the zigzag table runner. And I love it because it's so easy. You can do it at home. You don't have to get it quilted. And we gave you a charm pack to make it. And this is Lella Boutique's charm pack, and it is happy springtime.
cute.
I can't even wait to make this. It's just going to be so cute. So basically, you lay this one out in 2 in a row, then 4 in a row, then 5, 5, 5 until it gets as long as you want. And then go back to 4 and 2. And it's super easy to quilt it. I just put the piece of fabric, once I sewed all the rows together. You have to sew it first.
Right.
I put the piece of fabric on the top, sewed all the way around the outside edge like a pillowcase, and flipped it. So it's super easy, super quick. So there is some fabric in here. And I just love this happy spring fabric.
So cute.
What else do you guys think is in here?
Somebody said a bright nail polish.
Ooh, a bright nail polish.
Oh,
She wasn't looking at your fingers. She was wondering if it's in the box.
so we just painted our living room this week, and my nails, I told Missy, my nails are not looking so good.
Fine.
So no bright nail polish.
There was a question that all the boxes have that same charm pack?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
They're all the same.
They're the same. They're the same. All right, so here's something you don't know about me. Look at these. This is one of my favorite things. We had these made specially. You guys are the first ones to see it, first ones to have it.
They're so cute.
Look at these. Look at these Missouri Store socks. Are these the cutest? Now, I have these feet that literally feel like they're freezing off my legs. But when you touch them, they're not cold. But I feel like I'm freezing until I put socks on. So every night I sleep in socks. These are going to be the cutest.
They're so cute.
They're so cute.
Can we get a close up of that? Put it on the box, maybe just
You
right
know
on the
who?
top.
It'll get lost in the box. Let's do it right here.
Okay.
You know who else loves
Down
quilty
a little
socks? Is my husband. So,
Really?
Ron, when you
Misty.
what down?
Yeah.
When you if you ever see Ron at a trunk show or something like that, you should ask to see his socks because he always wears he buys those happy socks, you know, but only the quilty patterns.
That's
you know, if he finds anything with a quilty pattern, he loves this. So you can guarantee he'll
You
have
guys
a pair
are,
of
you guys
those.
are letting us down. We had such a good hand model
Oh yes.
last time.
All right. What else do you guys think is in here? Personal things. Things I would love.
My cat.
What is
No,
that?
her cat would love the box. Were
What's
you
my
just talking
cat?
about your cat in the box?
Oh no, no cat in the box.
Cats do love boxes. It's,
They do
it's
love
funny.
boxes.
Pen and a notepad.
Yes.
Journal.
Michelle said nice socks.
Yes. So I actually journal every day, and not every day. I journal.
Like constantly almost.
Yes, and
4
it
to
has
5
everything.
times a day.
It has everything from my grocery list to my
Yes.
thought to the latest quilt pattern. I write to relieve stress. I write because I'm pretty ADD, and if I can write, I can pay attention. And so I'm writing a lot. One of the things that my husband did was I would wake him up in the middle of the night to say, will this work mathematically? I've thought of a new quilt pattern. Will it work? Will it work? And he said to me, buy a journal, write it down. We'll talk about it in the morning. So you know, he has a great way of dealing with
He's
things.
the best.
Also, inside the journal, I actually want to talk about this. There's no lines. I am a crazy writer, and if there are lines, I feel like constricted. So I'm like all over I write crossways on the lines, and you know, I feel like I have to be a rule breaker if I have lines. And I know there's people who love lines, and so it's like a very personal thing. But literally, this enables me to do my block drawing and everything on here. And so a little quote on the front: begin each day with a grateful heart. I think if you start, I actually have a separate gratitude journal that I write down things I'm grateful for, because I think when you start in the morning, when you start your day with, you know, 2 or 3 things that sometimes it's like, I'm grateful for my bed and that I have a ceiling and that there's food in the fridge. You know,
Yes.
sometimes it's really simple things, and other times it's like, I'm really grateful for this guy I have, you know, laying beside me right here. You know, I just, you know, you just never know what it's going to be. And I think it's important to look at those and remember your blessings. So what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sophia guessed that
5,
one,
yeah.
she said.
5 gifts. Thanks,
She said
Sophia.
notebook.
Sophia knew it.
Jewelry. Somebody says jewelry. Actually, copper.
Do you know, I actually tried for that. I didn't find anything that I
Thread.
loved so much.
Hand cream. Fingernail clippers. Socks.
We got socks
Mm-hmm.
already.
Pattern. No hand cream, but this is a really cool thing
It is
right here.
awesome.
So this right here, you guys, you're going to have to look at this closely. So this is wax, sewing wax, but it has the bee motif on it. Can you see
So
that?
pretty.
Carrie wants you to repeat the quote.
Oh,
From
okay.
earlier.
No amount of fear can change the future. See, anxiety is all about the future, and depression is all about the past. So no amount of fear can change the future. No amount of regret can change the past. No amount of regret can change the past. But any amount of gratitude can change the present. Thank you for helping me. I don't know why my mind was going blank on that. No amount of fear can change the future. No amount of regret can change the past. But any amount of gratitude can change your present.
I love that.
So this little guy in here. So he is, when you're hand sewing, which I do a lot of hand sewing, and as I'm getting older, that's getting tougher on me, tougher on my hands. But I still love to do hand sewing. But one of the things that I notice when I hand sew is that my thread gets tangled a lot. But if you rub your thread over this beeswax, you know, just pull your thread and hold on here and rub it through. It doesn't tangle. It does not, kind of makes it stronger, conditions it a little bit. And so I actually, the same gal who did some work for me last year, she made these as well. And it's just amazing. Now, one of the reasons I like this is because remember when our children, well, you won't remember, but when my children, people who are my age, when we had babies, we didn't have disposable diapers. We had diaper pins and cloth diapers. And the diaper pins, we would actually rub on our head because you would get a little oil from your head and they'd go through the fabric so easily. Who remembers this? Who remembers the diaper pin story? Tell me. I'm not the only oldest one out there, I hope.
Anybody.
Anyway, so the diaper pin, you'd rub the diaper pin on your head and it would go through the fabric easier. Well,
Everybody's saying nobody did that.
Nobody
They're
did
saying
that.
you're ridiculous. They're saying that's not a real thing.
It was only you.
It was a real thing.
All right,
Anyway.
Janet remembers.
Anyway.
Janine
So-
remembers.
so,
All right, a lot of people remember it,
Oh,
turns
thank
out.
heaven. Thank you, you guys. I'm not the oldest quilter.
A lot of people remember all of a sudden. Oh my God.
Thank heaven, thank heaven. All right, so anyway, on that, when I started hand sewing, I'd sit on the couch and do it at night when Ron and I were watching TV, and I didn't, the needle's and the thread is so little. So my husband has this great shiny ball dome of a head. So I would just put my thread on his head and pull it through. He would let me do it because there's natural oil on your head and it would keep my thread from knotting. Well,
Where do you come up with this
Wait,
stuff?
was there any like head burns from this? I feel like that would get...
No, it never hurt him. Never hurt
Okay.
him. It didn't
Okay.
cut him.
No
And
animals
and
were
he's-
harmed in the
He's
making.
so good. I'd say, Ron, I just need your head for a minute because my thread would knot so badly. And so I just put my hand over it and just pull it through.
Oh,
so
my word.
this actually, he's a real fan of this.
I bet he is.
because this works so much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. You don't
Your
say
poor
Dad's
dad.
finally,
Probably
Dad's
relieved.
been saved.
Oh my goodness.
It works really well though. In a pinch. If
Yes.
you can find a bald guy, it works great on your thread.
The pattern and fabric center, they want to see that.
Oh, yes, yes. So this is Lollipop Garden by Lila Boutique.
to you.
Oh, this way.
Yep.
And this is the zigzag
And a little bit
table
towards you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now there's
down.
a tutorial for this, right?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty
One
sure
of
this was
the
a long time ago.
long time
Yeah.
ago ones.
So probably really bad hair. You never know. You never know.
You never know.
Hey, your hair was great. Okay,
Yeah, was
great.
it? All right. What else?
Is there a little needle book?
No. No, but there's this. Now this. So
Wait.
Wait.
It oftenly is exquisite.
But what in the dickens is it? There's a funny song that we would sing at Christmas time when the kids were little, and it would say that. It really is exquisite, but what in the dickens is it? Anyway, this actually, so I have quite a bit of trouble with my eyes.
Yeah.
And the trouble is, it's not my vision at all. It's that I have tired eyes and dry eyes. And
And you had sewing dust impacted.
I
in
had
your-
serious tear duct issues.
Yeah, it was craziness.
But it's and I have a hard time with that. So this little thing, I'm like, this gal brought me some things that she made, and I love to use local help. I think that's really fun.
Absolutely.
Local people to do these awesome things. So she said, I brought some things I want to show you to see, if you'd like to have them in your box or have them in your shop. And so when I saw this, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So it is lavender. So for those of you who have any lavender sensitivities, it's lavender. But this is like a little lavender pillow, and it's so cute. And you're just gonna lay it on your eyes like this. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
shoot. We're losing her. We are losing her.
I'm gone.
She's sleeping.
It's so awesome.
It's awesome.
It just feels so nice. It's really satiny. It feels so nice. I think it's one of those that you can like.
I just have to say, Carol's concerned. We are leaving some surprises. We're not gonna reveal it all, right, Mom?
Oh no, not.
Oh, then
well, you guys like the surprises. See, that's why I loved the Christmas box, because it was the whole thing was a surprise.
Absolutely.
And so. Well, let me see.
Yeah, these were coming out, and we just wanted to give you guys a taste of what was in there.
Well, and I know as other people get them, they'll probably do unboxings online, and so I thought you might like to hear the reasons for it. And actually, that's one of the things. So we did a little card like this where it tells you why I chose everything. And I'm not going to show you that because then you'll know all of the surprises. There is a new template in here that no one has seen before.
That's true.
Wait, brand new?
Brand new.
Brand new.
Exclusive.
You guys hear that?
Exclusive. And there is.
Also, so yes, this is awesome. Everybody's excited about the box. But the other half of this is just going to be a question and answer with Mom.
Yeah.
So if you guys have
Okay.
any questions just for Mom, that's fine. But let's go back over the products we already opened up, Mom.
Okay.
Get
So
some
we showed
close-ups.
the runner and
Or do you want to give some more
fabric.
hints? You seem like you wanted to hint on something else.
Well, there is one more I want to talk about because it's so crucial.
What do you guys think? Let's leave it to the audience.
It's
that?
not a big thing. It's a tiny little thing,
Do
but
you
it's
guys want to see
crucial.
one more thing, or do you want more surprises?
We're waiting.
Yeah, we're a little delayed. Okay, we're a little delayed, but somebody says show them all. Somebody says my
Well, there's
first
only about two
surprise
things
box
left.
from you. Can't
Let's see.
wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's
Copper
4
says
things
no,
left.
don't show them.
Don't show them.
Don't
Copper
show 'em.
Shows no, one more thing. One more thing. No,
I
don't
think we
show
save
it.
them.
All right, yeah, we save them. Because
Well,
it's
there's a
about
couple
the
things in
surprise.
here
It's
for
about the
people
surprise.
who love to shop, like I do.
You're talking about Misty?
There's a couple of things in here who love to sew. But there's not that many more because there's already 6 out here on the table.
And you showed this, so 7.
7 out here on the table, so there's only 3 more.
Yeah, don't show them. They're surprises.
Surprises.
Oh, wait. Let's go back over something. So
Oh.
you got the socks, the wax.
so we
that
did
cup
the-
is really cool. Did we
this
get a good shot of the cup?
Cute mug.
And you have to really look at this. I mean, this is a well-made, beautiful
beautiful.
mug. I just love it. Wait, it has to go this
If you
way,
want to
doesn't
see it all, you got to get the box.
Absolutely.
That's what Mary's saying.
Or you can bribe me. I'm terrible at keeping secrets, so like they'll say
Yeah, the price is $69.
they would never tell me what the daily deal was
$69.95.
because I'm like, you guys, watch the daily deal on Friday. You're gonna want this, I mean, I was always like
True.
so excited about it. So they don't tell me about those things,
Yeah, no, she would literally give it away. She'd be like, oh yeah, no.
Wait till Friday.
and I'm like, no,
don't.
no, you gotta know.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm not a great secret keeper.
Okay, any questions for Mom or Misty?
Yeah, more questions.
We love questions. So cute.
I'll answer questions too.
Michael
it?
will also, Michael
Jake.
and Mary have agreed to answer
Michael,
questions
Mary,
as well.
Jake, they'll all take questions. Yeah. So what questions do you have?
How much is postage to Australia? Go.
She's like,
All right.
We're gonna have to.
Okay,
we
wait.
don't
Let
know
me
the
tell you a
exact
little bit. A
number on
couple
that.
things that are coming up. We got MSA
We are
coming up in May.
but we are
Yes.
shipping
Oh,
yeah, we ship
worldwide.
this.
Yeah.
Countries,
Yes.
other countries.
What is Misty's favorite color?
Blue.
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 We're actually all wearing blue today. We all got the memo. We didn't know it.
Yeah, it's true.
Postage to Southern
except for Mary
Island.
and what's his name
Oh.
over there?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Mary and Jerry.
Mary and Jerry. There we go.
It's the crew.
It's the crew. So what questions do you have, you guys?
How much is the box?
69?
$70.
$69.95.
Yeah, $70.
Yeah.
And
What's Mom's favorite color? What's Jenny's favorite color?
blue. Am
Will
I
you ever
blue?
come to California ever in your entire life, please?
Yeah, we're actually
Wait,
going to
but is
come.
there-
We've been invited next year to come and do a big thing at Road, California.
Yeah.
Is there a Jenny on the road going to California?
There is a Jenny on the road going to Road to California.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's next year.
Next year.
That
2020.
might be a secret, you guys.
might
I
be.
might,
I think
I
we
might
might
not
have just
supposed to.
spilled
Yeah,
told
you
told
weren't
you.
supposed.
Whoops.
Oops.
Speaking of California, someone was on earlier from El Dorado, California.
Yeah?
And I went to Union Mountain High School in El Dorado, California.
Woo!
Small world.
Oh, that was Michael.
Can you sing your alma mater? Because I can sing my California high school alma mater.
I cannot.
Misty, are you quilting anything at the moment?
I actually just finished a quilt for my brother.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was one of those like we only had a week to put it together.
Yeah,
quilts.
it was a mad dash. But
They're
it
requesting
turned out
South
great.
Africa for Jenny on the road.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey.
That would be nice.
Or
Sounds great,
Australia.
too.
Or Australia.
Yeah.
Actually, in 2020, I'm going. I'll be in Australia. Actually, we're leaving out of
You're leaving.
Australia for a 14-day cruise. Guys, someone has to do it.
What-
It might as well
It's
be
a
me.
rough life.
It's a rough life.
Somebody asked, "What's the biggest thing you've ever made?" I'm thinking sewing wise. A house, a baby.
A baby.
Ow.
A
Ow.
baby is the biggest
Ow's
thing
huge.
I've ever made. That is it.
No. Quilt.
The biggest quilt is king size, and if you
Did
buy,
you ever make anything bigger than king size or
well, for what, right?
for a giant?
I
Well,
mean,
my king size quilts are, because I have a footboard and a headboard, they're always way longer on the sides than they are on the
top to bottom.
top to bottom,
wider.
and
I mean,
so-
I do remember like our house being like wallpapered with a giant quilt. So how big was that?
that was a big quilt. Yeah,
That was a big quilt.
it was a big quilt. Yeah, probably it was just king size though. 'Cause
Yeah, if you were a
Tammy-
kid, it seemed giant at the time.
Yeah, Tammy wants to know what you suggest for a beginner quilter.
So we start our 4-H kids on just sewing like a pack of squares, like
Yeah.
a charm pack or a layer cake.
Right there, I think.
Just
down
sewing
there.
those together.
Bottom shelf. Maybe?
And this right here.
yeah.
Just that pack.
Yeah. So
you
just
go.
so you can just
They're
get
like that.
get 10-inch squares like this and sew them together. There's 42 in a pack, so you're going to sew. Well, you want
6
different
by
colored
7.
ones. So you're going to sew like 6 in a row, 7 rows, and just put them together. So this is the project we use for our 4-H kids. It's amazing when it's quilted.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. So my husband made me one of these out of flannel squares for Christmas, and that's what I have when I watch TV. And it's just all, kind of a blues and whites and greens colors, and it's comfy and beautiful and super easy. So that's usually what we start our 4-Hers on.
Yep.
Janice says she met you in Florida, you and Dad. Ron.
Yeah?
Oh, fun.
Who is it, Janet?
Yeah. Wait.
Hi, Janet. I missed
Janice.
Florida already.
Janice. Janice Tucker.
Oh, okay. So I actually, I miss Florida already.
Yeah.
Misty was just in Destin, too.
It was beautiful.
It's so beautiful down there.
Yes.
Wait,
We
what?
loved
I
it.
missed one. I missed
We
the
want
question.
to know your favorite and least favorite quilt pattern.
Oh.
My least favorite, so I don't actually have a favorite quilt pattern. What I love is the design process, and when my brain goes, well, that's cool, but here's a way to do that really easy, and I love that process when it happens, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, we can make this hard pattern, but it can be easy. My nemesis is the wedding ring quilt, because I haven't figured this super easy way to do this yet that makes sense to my brain. So I'm always working on that. People always ask me about it. And anything, like I don't love anything, I'm a more kind of a roundy patterns, and so I don't love anything the spiky.
Oh, interesting.
Like I'm not a super fan of Mariner stars or things like that. They feel spiky and
but
pointy to
Mariner
me.
Stars.
I mean, they're beautiful and they're great, but I'd have to wear armor if I slept under one in my bed because I'd get poked all the night. I don't
Here's
know.
a good one. Sarah said, "What was your first project for both you guys?"
My first
very
project
first one.
was a Eleanor Burns Quilt in a Day log cabin. That was my first. That's the first quilt I knew I was quilting. See, I've sewn all my life.
Yeah, that's what I was
but
thinking.
that was my first quilting class. That was my first quilting quilt.
I think my very first quilt, like Jenny, I've been sewing a long time, but my first quilt was just a simple charm pack quilt.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So.
Maybe was it the quilt for Ezra's daycare or whatever?
I made another one before that,
Okay.
but I did a half square triangle one soon after for Ezra for preschool.
Oh yeah, the lay down blanket. I
Yes.
remember that.
Somebody asked, what is involved with Jenny on the road?
Jenny on the Road is the coolest
party.
thing.
It's a
It's a party.
party.
It is a party. So what happens on Jenny on the Road is that so many people want me to come and go to their shop or go to their guild or something like that, that we couldn't meet all those demands and still have me be here home in the town, because people come to town and part of their journey is they want to meet me. And so we decided to take events to areas. So when people call up and say, I'm from Texas, when we get enough people from Texas that want an event, then we bring a Jenny on the Road to them. Now Jenny on the Road is a huge trunk show, and my trunk show is different than anybody else's trunk show because I actually show the quilt and teach you how to make it. So I call it a working trunk show.
It's amazing.
And it's big, and my husband and I do that. And then we bring in a pop-up shop. And so we bring you a little bit of Hamilton, and we have a shop all around. We bring about 12 employees with us. Jake and Misty come. There's, it's fun video stuff. And I throw ducks from the stage. It's just
We have a good time.
not live ones, stuffed
That's true.
ones.
That's a good disclaimer.
No live ducks.
No live ducks.
No live ducks were harmed in the making of this trunk show. Anyway, it's like a trunk show on steroids. It's just so fun. It's like nothing you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a blast. We love doing it.
What else, Jake?
Somebody was asking what the most difficult quilt you made was.
The most difficult quilt? So for me, that would be hand-turned applique.
Oh.
And the difficult part for me isn't in the process of sewing it. It's in the amount of time it takes to finish it. I like to start something and I want to finish it that afternoon. And so I have to constantly tell myself that the one little thing I sewed on today is one thing I don't have to do tomorrow.
That's true.
So for me, it's just I have a really hard time just just being patient and enjoying the process. And so I always have something like that going.
Yeah.
You know, like English paper piecing or something like that.
You do a lot of handwork.
Because it doesn't happen fast, and I feel like it's just helping me slow down a little bit and be patient. But that's probably the hardest part for me is the waiting.
Mine was the Hunter Star, all the squaring.
Star.
You have to square so many blocks.
Now,
The blocks before you get to the block.
one of the things that was
much
funny
squaring.
about the Hunter Star that you guys might not know is we put that first quilt up here, and I started teaching it, and Jacob said, "Why are you teaching that way, Mom? It's this and this." And I said, "No, Jake, here's the block." And he's like, "No, Mom, it's this and this." So we took it down. I remade
the
it.
whole thing.
And they came back and he said, "No, why are you doing this?" You know, there was like a third thing. That quilt was made three times.
Yeah.
So that we could actually show you the easiest way. And it's fun how that evolves. You know, I love how when you get other brains involved. And that being said, any video I do, make sure you read the comments because there are smart people out there.
So many great ideas.
And I'll teach something and then right away somebody will say, "Well, why didn't you?" And I'm like, why didn't I?
Yeah.
You know, and so read those because there's lots of helpful hints in the comments and people
All right.
people are great.
We hit our time limit. We got time for one more question.
All right. One more. What's it going to be?
I think I want to wait for like the best one.
The big question of the day.
The question of the day is,
Oh, jeez.
People are giving you confidence about the wedding ring.
they're saying go for a wedding
They're
ring
saying-
quilt.
Do you know, Victoria Finley Wolf is a really good friend of mine, and she tells me all the time, this is not hard, you just need to try it. And I've actually just conquered we have a new template called the Drunkard's Path template, and I don't even know if it's out yet, but I've conquered that curve. Oh, it's not out. So that's a surprise, it's coming.
Yeah,
It's really,
like,
it'll be
like
soon.
maybe tomorrow.
Anyway, the
Whoa.
curve is super smooth on it and easy to sew, and so I conquered that. I figure if I can conquer that curve, we'll
you're
take
there.
it
So-
one curve at a time.
So we have the last question. We've answered this question before, but a bunch of people have asked it. They want to know about the duck.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
we come
the
up with
story.
it.
So the
And
story,
they said it would be a good idea to put it in the next box, maybe. A duck.
it would be a good idea.
That is a good idea.
All right, what's the story?
So the story behind the duck is that when we were in our first tiny little building over in Ardinger, we sent away for a girl to make us a logo, and we didn't love the logo, but she had this little chick inside our O, and we loved the little chick. We thought it was cute,
So cute.
springtimey, happy little chick. So we kept the chick, and when we started doing videos, Alan wanted to put this. He said, "I'm going to make this duck quack," and I said, "Oh, it's not a duck.
The chick quack.
It's a chick." And he says, "Well, it's a chick that's going to quack, so we're going to call him Chuck." And it just became this iconic thing, who would have known? And so it's just really
That's why there's a quack at the beginning of all the videos.
yeah. And if you have our app, then on our app, all the videos download. You can search on it. It's great. But you could be walking through Kohl's, and you'll hear
quack at
this
you.
little quack, and another video has downloaded.
or you
and
know,
that's kinda fun.
you have a friend.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey,
Oh yeah, so
we
that would
can
be
be
the cool thing.
friends.
Can you imagine if you were in Kohl's and somebody else's phone quacked? You'd be like, oh, "You're a quilter!" You'd just be so excited because
To quack.
it's somebody somebody you have something in common with.
It's so true. I love that.
Anyway, yeah, the quack is really fun.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome today. There's been tons of comments, so it's been really helpful.
Yeah, thanks for being with us. On
chiming
an off
in
day.
on it.
Hope we didn't give away too much, but get your box before they're gone.
Yeah, the link is in the description if you want to get this box. You
And-
can go ahead and get it for yourself. It's so awesome, and you'll get to see everything or give it for a gift. It's great. Thank
And
you,
we give
Jenny,
you
for being
permission.
here.
We give you permission to act surprised on every gift.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And we will see you next Tuesday back at our regular time, 11 o'clock Central.
See you guys
later.
later. Have a great
See
day.
ya.